with a 32-hour window to get it out. Find the safe. This should be a simple in and out.
Know when to fold and know when to walk.
Hey, Ron.
Mr. Bautista, thank you for doing this. My name is Rohan from Hindustan Times in New Delhi, India. Um, Scott Ward is someone everyone should have on their team. If there's one movie heist crew that he could join, which would you think would it be?
Oh man. Well, it's weird because I think a lot of the heist films that I've seen throughout the years, all of that I can think of anyway, all the people committing the heist, they were all criminals. And Scott Ward, he's not really a criminal. I think he's doing this out of desperation. I think that desperation comes from him really wanting to reconnect with his daughter and start to live a normal life again. But we were asked earlier what our favorite heist films were, and the obvious answers were I think Ocean's 11 and Heist and Inside Man, which is one of my favorite. And I think if you were to take Scott, give him a criminal mind, I think you'd fit him right into that heist crew. He'd be right in there with that group. He'd blend in with that group the best, I think.
You work with so many incredible directors in your career. I'm wondering, how is a Zack Snyder set different from, say, a James Gunn set?
Oh. I got asked this recently, and I gave an answer in humor that James Gunn has beat up on me every day since. And I simply said that, it's because, Zach is in there with us. He's really kind of collaborating with us. He has the camera and he's in there kind of in the mix with us. And he gives you a lot of freedom. Like you have tons of freedom with Zach. He really allows you to collaborate and really kind of just be free and not be stuck to a script or any movement or any particular place because you got the camera and the camera's moving, he's moving with it. And I said, the opposite of that is James Gunn, who's a complete control freak and likes to control everything. And it's and I mean that in humor, but at the same time, it's very much true. It's not that drastic because you do get a lot of freedom with James as well, and he always gives you a free take. But I think with Zach, it's very much more. It's just you have a lot more freedom. I think with also you have to look at the dynamics of the films. The films that I've worked on with James are very different in structure than the ones I've worked on with Zach. So I think the Marvel film, the $200 million film compared to Army of the Dead, was still a big budget film, but just a lot more freedom. And the one director who's also the cinematographer. So there's not as many moving pieces or not as many structured pieces. So they're just very different in structure. But I think still at the same time, James he has a little bit more structure than Zach, where Zach has much more freedom.
Mr. Bautista, they're giving me the wrap. I wish we had longer. Thank you for
Yeah,
doing
thanks, Ron.
this.
Yeah,
All the
pleasure,
best.
man. Thanks, bud.